One of my Hello, everyone watching. We're here today to make games. Obviously. So, why don't we get right into it? So, I'm gonna open up a new Trello page. Oh my god, I haven't used this application since a while. But let's see. Okay, so let me show. Good, but I might just reset the transform. Control F, isn't it? Yes. Okay, great. So let me quickly log in here and yeah, I guess I create a page for it and let's open the Unity project. Wow, I haven't edited code since a while. Oh no, don't create the fucking profile. It wants to create the profile. I don't know which profile is used. Fuck. Can't log in now. Okay, I got it. So, here it is. The epic Trello page. So, well, yeah, nothing is done actually. So, let me, I'll just move this shit back here. Um, I guess I could archive this one. I mean, the map, maybe I'll find it, but I think I'll redo it instead. Uh, yeah, so let me quickly put everything back. New graphics. Make music? What the fuck? Did we actually make music? So, a bit of a story time. We actually started working on this project a while ago, and I can't read chat, so give me a second here. What is the language of your browser? What do you mean? What is this language in your browser? Oh, well, yeah, I guess you're just fooling around. Um, so yeah, mini skeleton. No, none of that is done. Strings, random collision bug. Alright, I'm gonna. Oh no. I guess we don't have bugs yet, so this is irrelevant. Alright. Okay. So here is our nice empty map. Which, well, yeah, let's create a map for our game. So open up Blender. Well, if it actually loads, then I'll happily do that. Alright, so what the fuck? Delete the default cube, add in a. Well, I guess I want a cube as a base of the map. So something like this, and well, okay, no. I think a circle would work better. All right. So fill that in. Extrude. Shade smooth. Maybe add in a bit more geometry. All right, that looks nice. All right, and I maybe wanna. I think it would be funny if it had a hole inside, so you could fall in. Okay. This is just fine for now, so I'm gonna just export this real quick. FBX. Oh my god, where is this project? Okay, got it. So, Let's create. Oh no, we already have assets. Alright then. Don't. Assets. Models. Map. Test map. Test map. Circle field. Okay. I want to keep things organized. I don't want this to become spaghetti. All right, so we have a circle. Wow, awesome. Want to reset the. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have to apply scale. Yes, and now export it. They won't actually mess all this shit up. FBX. Yes, override, please. So I hope now it works. No, it doesn't. Oh no, it does. Okay, great. Rotation minus 90 and 0, 0, 0. That's all awesome. And let's let's create our players then, which are, well, I guess they're gonna be exactly the same. Something like this, I thought. I don't know how to make cool circles. Maybe inset them a bit. Something like that. We could put faces, colors, everything right there. So that's all awesome. FBX. This is models player V1. I guess V1 player inset. All right. I hope this is what it's called. In setting. Alright, so the map should be much bigger, and I might just... That's too big. Maybe 500. Yeah, that looks good. And let's create some materials. So I'm gonna create a new material. Oh no. Yeah, let's keep things organized. Map and then test. And here I'll create a material named I have written a new thing in the chat. What kind of game it will be? This will be a 4-player game. The point will be you'll have to knock off people off the edge. So 4 players, each one controlling one of these, well, I guess circles, and you have to knock each other's out with special charges and power ups. So it'll be, I think it's an awesome game idea, which, well, we came up with it with a friend of mine. So I hope I succeed in making it. So ground. Let's make that, I don't know, something like this, and I don't want it to be smooth. I want it to be rough. Metallic. All right. I mean that looks nice, I guess. Not really important. And one for the player. Well, something like this. This is quite visible. That's great. All right, so let's position the camera. So because this is a local multiplayer, the camera has to show the entire map, not just one player, so it won't follow actually anyone. All right. Let's create a movement script. Ah, this is empty. All right, well, let's get to work. Okay. So, well, I guess we'll need a serialized field, private, float, speed, and alright, I'll do the rest later. Also, we need, I think this will be a rigid body based game. Rigid body RB. Maybe M, so like, yeah, okay. No, I mean, this is dumb. Just rigid body. Okay. Void start. I'm gonna set the rigid body. It should also require, how do you, require component, rigid body. How did you, oh no, I need it here. I don't remember the syntax. No, I don't remember the syntax. Oh my god. What are the overloads? Oh, overloads. Can I see that? Okay, whatever. I don't care. So, it should set the RB to get component rigid body, and we only do this once. So it won't crash the game. Then let's move on to update. So when this runs every frame, so this is where we get the inputs, and that is a really important part. So I already get into the most difficult part of this whole thing, which is making the input system work. So there was this window with general. All right, whatever. We'll create a folder for it. Inputs, and let's create not legacy. The thing is, I don't fucking remember how this worked, so let me project settings. First of all, what input system are we using? Oh, it uses the old. Okay, we have to be using the new one, which means we'll have to restart Unity now. Hello. I don't know who you are, but I'll hope you enjoy your stay. Alright. I don't know. What games are you developing? I am currently making a local multiplayer, like party game. Yeah, that's what it should be called. I'm very early in the development, so the first scripts are getting made, and I'm trying to figure out how the new UI system works in Unity, because they changed it and now it's different, which is not necessarily bad, but I just have to understand how it works. So, input manager. Yeah, but you switch input manager. Good luck on learning that. Thank you very much. This is where you can configure the controls to use with the Unity Engine .input API. But you have switched input handling to input system package in your player settings. The input manager will not be used. Yes, that's what I did, right? Input system package. Yes. So I have to create. Alright, I think I'll just watch a video on that. I like to learn Unreal Engine, but I don't know how to start. Where to find resources to study. Well, I don't know Unreal Engine so well, so I'm not sure I can help with that, but I'm thinking of something if I ever came across. Well, I don't think I can help you with that, sadly. I don't really know resources. For Unity, there's Brackeys, which is the best, highest quality tutorials, but for Unreal Engine, I don't know of any. Alright, so I wanted to check in Unity new input system. Okay, Code Monkey. Oh no, his Brackeys, yeah, they're the greatest. Alright, so let me start with this. Okay, let's see.
Hello everyone, and happy holidays.
Christmas was 3 days ago. You look silly.
Yeah, I mean,
Now I use Unity pretty much every day, and for the most part, I probably notice some weird behavior here and there. Unity PPR for their support on Patreon. Before we get started, I just want to say that thing together. But as soon as you want to start using multiple controllers, do customizable.
yes, this is what we want.
just use
I want to use multiple controllers so everyone can play on the same computer. That's
more
the
than
entire
three
point of party games.
buttons, things start to get really cumbersome. So today we'll take a look at a very early version of the new input system that Unity is working on. But for started, I just want to say that the new system is still very much a work in progress, and so you'll probably notice some weird behavior here and there. That being said, I think it looks like a very promising upgrade to the old system, especially when it comes to
Alright.
the interface. It's currently available on GitHub and has been quite a while actually. So let's jump right into it. So first we of course want to install the new input system.
Yes, I
Currently it is
have done
which is
that.
just a cube. And on this, all
Which
the
is
input
awesome.
in this currently just completely empty. So to start adding input to our game, we first need to create an input asset. So if we right click in the project here and go create, we can go to the bottom where it says input actions. Click this, we
I don't have input actions as a creatable thing, even though I have it installed. Oh god. Alright. I might just
the input in this example. Dog this by the game view, and it's going to open up in a
okay, then I might try to find the window for it. Version control search, nope. No. General. It's not here. No. Asset management, UI toolkit. None of this. Where is my new input system? I want it back. Right, let me reopen the project. That might help.
this we can
Unity new input system. All right, let's see. System package.
Hello and welcome. I'm
So
your
this is
Code Monkey.
45-minute
Also,
tutorial.
here you've got a whole bunch of samples that you can.
So let me check. Can I create it now? No, not really. It's not here. Okay, let me check in the package manager. Oh wait, do we have new stuff here? No. Okay, package manager. In project. Do we have the... We don't have it here. Alright. Well, let me go to search. Input. Why wasn't it installed by default? I switched the input system and it didn't install the package that was needed to switch it. That's so weird. I might just switch to Unreal. No way. Okay, so compiling, remaining, fan going wild in the background. Alright, installed. Great. And now I should be able to, yes, there it is. Input actions. Okay.
give it a name. I'm just going to call it something like input master. This will take
Okay,
care
input
of all the
master.
input in this example.
Great.
Double click this asset and it's going to open up in a separate
Yes.
window. I'm
Awesome.
just going to dog this by the game view. And as we can see, this window is made up of 3 parts. Action maps,
Action maps, actions, yes. And properties.
actions, and then properties. We'll go through these one by one. Let's start with action maps. So action maps are basically categories for actions. You could create an action map for your player, one for your menu, one for vehicles, and so on. Let's go ahead and create a new one for our player. Now under this action map, we can create actions. And actions are basically like events. Example.
Alright, so Sure, can we enable the simulator? Okay, one
Lots of
more time.
angles, and so on. An action map for your player, one for your menu, one for vehicles,
Oh, okay.
and so on. Let's go
So
ahead.
I can create this. These are basically profiles. So action maps are profiles for different environments. So if I have a game where I can walk, drive, fly planes, I would have different maps. Okay, that makes sense. For navigating the menu, I mean that's weird, but okay, I guess.
And create a new one for our player.
And it
Now,
makes
under
sense because I want to navigate with the controller in the menu.
this action map, we can create actions.
Yes.
Actions are basically like events. Examples of actions could be shooting, it could be movement, it could
Yes.
be reloading or
Yeah.
bringing up a menu.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and create a new action here. Let's
Okay.
call this one shoot. Now, as you can see, once
I
have
don't
an
wanna
action
shoot.
selected, we can adjust
Okay,
properties
whatever.
over here in the properties window. This is pretty much like the inspector for actions. However, under each action, there's actually one more thing that we can create. These are bindings. And bindings
Okay.
are basically like triggers for actions.
Mhm.
So let's create a binding here for a shoot.
Add
And
binding.
with this selected, we can go to the right here, and under binding, we can select a key. And here we can search for anything. I'm just gonna
Awesome.
Search for the space bar.
Keyboard.
As you can see here, there's one called space, and this is on.
All right, so I gotta figure out how I want to control this game. So, well, I guess I'll just make shooting, but if I'm moving with WASD, maybe F or E. Let's use E. Not any key. Like this. What? I don't get it.
Under the gonna search.
Oh,
and
so I
under
can
binding,
just
we can select
search.
a key. And here we can search for.
Oh, oh, it listens. Okay. E keyboard. Why can't I put it in there? No, please. Go back. Go back. Also, if I press that button, which doesn't. Why is it so bugged? What the hell? Okay, let me undock that. Make it even bigger. No, it's still bugged. What the fuck? Okay. Why okay, now it's selected. Alright, so there are little buttons here which I cannot read, but I can press for some reason, and it doesn't really work. But
for
okay.
anything. I'm just gonna search for the space bar. As you can see here, there's one called
Okay,
space. And
great.
this is under the keyboard device. Let's click that. And now we've bound the space key to the shoot action. So every
Yeah.
time we press space, the shoot action is going to be called.
Yeah, but the
However,
shoot
you
action
often
doesn't
want
do
multiple
anything.
keys to do the same thing. And we can actually really easily do that here. If we want an
Well, but if I want multiple players, I will create multiple action maps. So this will be for one player and then a second one, because I don't want to be controlling the same. Yes, that makes sense. I don't want to add another binding.
button to do shooting.
I
as
don't
well,
want
we can
to.
simply add another binding. And we could, for example, bind this to mouse click. So we'll search for mouse. And now we get all simply use the left button.
Yeah, I
So
don't
now
want
we
to
can
do
either
that.
Shoot using space on the keyboard or left button on
Okay.
the mouse. Let's go ahead and add another action. So we'll hit the plus sign on the actions.
Okay.
Let's call this one movement. And depending on your game, you might want to move in multiple directions.
Yes.
And a nice thing about the old system was that
That's
we could use this input.get axis to simply get a value.
Yeah, that
for
was
each
great.
axis that specified
Yes.
in what direction we were
And that was also good because you could get the raw data. So if you had analog input devices, you could also check for that.
traveling and how quick.
But I don't know if
And we can actually set up
that's
the same
concurrent
behavior
here.
here really easily using multiple bindings. However, instead of having to go in and create a bunch of bindings, we can actually create these automatically using either a composite axis or a composite D-pad.
Wait, what?
The
What did he do?
these are multiple bindings. However, instead of having
Create complete composite axis. What the fuck? I don't have that. I don't have that. Positive and negative with one modifier, two modifiers. What the fuck is this? No, I don't want that. Oh, I know what modifiers are, but this is not what I want. Positive, negative. Fuck.
to
Oh
go
yeah,
and create a
okay.
bunch
Yes,
of
this is what I
bindings, we
want.
can
Yes.
actually create these automatically using either a composite axis or a composite D-pad. The composite axis is going to use one axis. So it's going
Negative,
to go to
positive,
negative and
yes.
positive
Yes.
on this axis.
That makes
just like
sense.
you would get axis horizontal or vertical.
Yes.
Or we use create composite D-pad to move in 4 directions.
Now, how the fuck do I do that here? They just add another one? They just add 2 D-pads? Oh, here. Okay, okay. No, what the fuck? It's not here. What the hell? So, composite. 2 modifiers. No. 1 modifier. No. Button. Okay, well, I guess I just create 2 axes. But no. Fuck. That does not work. What the hell? Okay, let's see Code Monkeys. That might be a bit more up to date. Action bindings. Yes, jump and shit.
Unity disconnected. This game object. Okay. Now in here, let's just
Alright, yeah, I don't care.
called phase, which is
Just
so we are
jumping,
not vis-
interactions, movement. Yes.
So on the input action asset, and now action from button into value. Since I changed,
Oh, okay. That's new. So I can. What the fuck? No, delete, 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 delete. Please. Okay, so this can be value. Wow. And then I can. Nope. Then I can do access. Wow.
and you can see down there that Unity is compiling, so everything is frozen. I gotta wait a bit, and so on. So if you do have C# generation enabled, then it makes sense to disable it, do all your changes, then save. And when you save, then it does generate the C# class. Okay, so this is our movement action.
That's
Then over
awesome.
here for the action type, this is not a button, so you want to limit it, or you can
Oh, that's a D-pad. Yes, D-pad, finally. Wow. Ah, God, that was difficult. But, I mean, I guess it makes sense.
But before we start binding these keys, we need to think about what control scheme we are using. So currently everything that we're setting up here is for keyboard and mouse. However, a lot of the time you want to be able to support both keyboard and mouse, gamepads of different sorts, maybe you want to do touch controls, and we of course need a way to configure this in our input system.
Yeah.
We can do that really easily using control schemes. In the left top hand corner here, you can see it currently says no control scheme. Let's go ahead and add a new control scheme instead, and it's going to open up this window. And this might be one of those weird behavior things I was talking about, because it really shouldn't appear over here, I don't think. But nonetheless, we can go ahead and create a scheme name, and this could be keyboard and mouse. We can then add a device that we want to use with this control scheme. And for some reason, the list of devices is only shown on my secondary monitor, and I'm unable to move it. But I promise you, it shows a list of devices, and we can search for the one we want. I'm just going to search for keyboard and add it, and we can now see it on the list. And we also want to add a mouse here. And we can now see that we've added both a keyboard and a mouse device. And let's now hit add to create this control scheme. If we then go to the top, we can add another control scheme. This one is going to be gamepad. And let's then add the
Wait, what? Okay, yeah, there it is. Add control scheme. That's gonna be gamepad. Yes, gamepad. That should be a gamepad, and oh yeah, any sort of gamepad, and that should be required. I don't know. I don't think it should be required. I think it should be optional, but
gamepad device.
I don't know.
Let's hit add.
He keeps it. He keeps it on required. I guess I'll just do that. Yeah, save. Okay, awesome. So
And we've now
these
put
are
two
global.
control schemes.
Yeah.
Keyboard and mouse and the gamepad.
Yes.
Select no control scheme, it's just going to show all of them. So for our first two actions here, we want to make sure to select these as keyboard and mouse.
Keyboard.
And let's also do that for the 4 movement ones we just created. And now we should see that when we switch to the keyboard and mouse scheme, all of our bindings for the actions show. Let's also
Okay, so keyboard shows, gamepad doesn't show. Awesome. That's what I want.
also add some keys to these bindings. So for up here, we'll choose up arrow. For down, we'll select
So I don't want a WASD control. So weird that with right click I can select and not with left click. Oh, why am I setting all of them for W? Okay, so left, that's gonna be A. Awesome. And right, that's gonna be D. Awesome. Yes, that's
select
great.
down arrow. Same for left and right. And let's rename this binding here to arrow keys. In fact, let's create
Lost.
another set of bindings here. So let's create another composite D-pad. And let's call this one VAST keys. Under up, let's go ahead and bind W.
Oh,
Down,
why?
let's bind
Okay,
S,
that's not what I
A
want.
for left,
I don't want to
and
do
D for
that.
right. And let's set all of these to use the keyboard and mouse control scheme. And we should now see that if we change our control scheme up here to keyboard and mouse, everything still looks the same. However, if we switch to gamepad, we still see both of the actions, but all the bindings disappear because the bindings aren't set for the gamepad. Instead, we can go in here and create our own bindings for the gamepad. So let's go and add a binding for shoot. And this could be something like button.
Okay, what's the... Oh my god. Oh, east. Okay, that's that makes it so much easier. So I want yeah, east. No, fuck. No, absolutely not. South. Yeah, that's what I want. So the down button. And that should be gamepad only. Yes, and then here, let me figure this out. This is gonna be gamepad. I don't know. Gamepad joystick. Up. Well, I don't know how you do that, but
West, and it automatically goes under gamepad.
oh yeah, I get it. So it's right there. Left stick. Yeah, that makes sense. Like left stick. Well, up. Then down should be left stick. Down. Then left should be left stick left. And then right should be left stick right. So right, left, down, up. Okay, that's awesome.
Pad now.
Move on.
For movement, we could create a D-pad, and up here we'll search for D-pad. So D-pad up, D-pad down, left, and right. We can also see that for each one of these bindings, we can add processors. And these will help you configure the input. So if we want to invert it, clamp it, normalize it,
Okay,
adjust the sensitivity,
that's awesome.
we can do stuff like that here using processors. Now let's switch back to keyboard and mouse. And it looks like we're now ready to integrate this with our gameplay. So let's save the asset here. And one thing that is really nice about the new system when working with it through code is that it allows us to generate a C# class based on our input configuration.
That's
What this saves
cool.
us from is using a bunch of strings to get the right actions based on their names. This is something the old system was definitely suffering from, and it's nice to see that Unity is working around this. And you definitely still have the possibility to use strings if you'd rather do that. Now, to generate a C# class, we just
Okay.
have to toggle that here, and we don't need to fill out any of these variables. We can simply hit apply. And as you can see, Unity is now going to create an input master C# script next to our input master asset. We don't need to make any modifications to this. We can actually open it up and change it if we would like to. This is just generated code from Unity.
Well, I don't want
Let's open
to
up our player
change
script.
anything and then
And as you can see here, it's a completely new script.
it says
Let's just
scripts
get rid of the
player
two default
movement.
methods here. And at the top here, we want to be using Unity Engine dot experimental, and this is of course going to go away, dot input. Now the first thing that we want is of course a reference to the input asset.
I would have hoped that I don't have to use inputs because they're such a integral part of Unity, but I guess here we are
We just
using
And
inputs.
because we've made it generate a C# class based on this asset, we can actually just create a variable of type input master. So let's create a public input master, and let's call it controls. Now, if we just quickly create a function here, let's create a void awake. And if you've never used awake before, it's just like start, except it's called even before start is called. So it's really good to use for setup. Now in here, if we write controls and then go dot, we can actually access our player action map. And if we press dot
Oh, that's
again,
awesome.
we can see the different actions.
Oh, that's
under this
awesome.
map. We can see movement and shoot.
Shoot
If we
and
go shoot
move.
and then
Awesome.
write dot performed, we can choose what happens when the shoot action is triggered. So when any of the keys bound to this action is pressed, then we can choose what happens. And let's go ahead and create a function for that. So let's create some kind of void. Let's call it shoot.
But why does he does this on awake? I want to be checking it all times. Well, alright, let's just void shoot, I guess. What the fuck is that?
Let's just right now throw out a debug.log saying we shot the sheriff. So now we can simply take this method and register it to this button. To do that, we go plus equals. And the syntax here is a bit weird if you've never worked with delegates or events, but think of it like we're adding this function to a list of functions that should be called whenever this action is triggered. As
Okay,
the system is so cold, it
I get
actually
it
gives
now.
us some context as to what is happening with this button. We're not going to be using this information
Okay.
here, but we actually still need to write it. So let's create some kind of variable called context. And again, the syntax here is weird. We then do equals and then a greater than sign. And then we specify the function. So in our case, this is going to be shoot. Again, bear with the weird syntax here. You can call this variable anything you'd like. You can call it context, or because we're not going to be using it, we could just do an underscore here. And then it just looks like we're kind of adding this shoot method to this
I
list.
want to know what's in
Think
the
of it like that
context.
for now. And this should actually
But what the
probably
fuck?
trigger our
Why
function.
can't
How-
I use it? Alright, whatever.
However, we do need
Oh,
to
I know. Okay, yeah, because shoot. What kind of variable is that? What type? Callback context. Callback context. I can't. Alright, whatever.
first
Maybe he'll tell
enable
me.
our input master. So because the system is so modular and we want to be able to swap in and out different input assets, and we want to switch between control schemes and all that, we can basically enable and disable all parts of the system. In our case here, we just want to enable our
Yeah,
controls.
that's awesome.
So let's create a void on enable. So whenever this game object is enabled, let's also enable our controls. So we can do controls.enable. And let's do the same thing for disabling. So let's create a void on
But I controls dot player, and then we would have to know what player is this attached to. Is this attached to a controller, player, or whatever? And that should be enabled or whatever. But okay, I guess I'll just
disable, and let's just write controls.disable. So now the controls
Yeah, I
are going
mean-
to turn on and off together with this object, which
yeah,
is fine
that's
for now. And now we can actually save this, go into Unity, let's select our player, and let's drag in the input master asset, not the generated script. And now when we hit play, we should see that if I press
okay. Go back to Unity, go to the scene, and add my player script to him. Okay, I mean, yeah, it won't get your rigid body now, but whatever. So speed doesn't matter. If I press E now, it should say, what the hell? What do you mean? 12. Line 12. Control Z. What the fuck? What do you mean? Should not set a set of instance. Other one is 27. Control Z disable. What? Why? What fucking object are you talking about, you fucking idiot? Okay, maybe I have to, I don't know, unlock this prefab completely. Right, then give this a mesh collider. Also, let's see. Still gives me the fucking errors. And still falls through. Because this does not have a mesh collider. Now it has a mesh collider as well. Awesome. What the fuck? Why does this fall through? I guess I'll just remove everything from the script that is not used here. Okay, let's see. And this is not used. Okay, something's up. Fuck. Oh, I haven't assigned. I'm so fucking stupid. Why is it not showing there? It's public. Serialize field. I fucked it up. Serialize field. Why is it not showing up here? What the hell? Remove. It clearly has an input.
Press the asset. Please save this.
Which
Go
I
into Unity. Let's select our player and let's drag in the input master asset, not the
cannot drag it in because this shit doesn't show it. Alright, maybe because I haven't started it after installing the packages. Alright, well, let's see. Oh my god, I'm so fucking stupid. I tagged myself, not everyone. Oh my fucking god. I'm so fucking stupid. When I announced the stream, I pinged myself and not fucking everyone. So dumb. Oh my god. I'm so fucking stupid. Wow. I'm amazed by that. Okay.
generated script. And now when we hit play, we should see that if I press the mouse button here, indeed it prints "we shut the show."
Okay. Please work now. I really want it to. Why the fuck does it not work? Public input master controls. Why does it not appear here? It's even serialized field. Why does it not appear? Public input master controls. Why can't you show up? It's an input. Why the fuck does it not show that I can assign it? I cannot fucking assign it if you don't give me the fucking... Oh my god, I haven't even started and it's shitting itself. Why would it do that? Why would it do that? Why can't I assign this fucking script there? What is the fucking problem of this shit? What the fuck?
Sure, and the same is fine for now. And so now the controls are going to turn on and off together with this object, which is
Yeah, that's fucking awesome, but why does it not work? I'm gonna delete this entire fucking shit. Controls. Yes. I have the exact same script. What is in there? Unity engine dot experimental dot input. There's no such thing because it went out of experimental input system. That's what I should be using. But it doesn't actually do anything yet. It shouldn't even matter. It's not there. The fucking... Okay, I'm gonna create a new script for it then. Player input system test script. Fuck yourself. I'm gonna copy over everything. Oh, because it doesn't have a space in that. Fuck you. Fuck off. Not even gonna copy that. Just this. And it still doesn't show up. Why? Why does it not show up? Why does it not show up? What the fuck? Alright.
And inspect this.
That's awesome. You generated that shit, but
The default-
show me the script.
So for that one,
Unity engine.input system, private rigid body, private player input, player input. That's the name of the script. Alright, so it's a bit different with this guy, which is more up to date. So let me try to do it that way. So it says player input. What? Okay, I lost it. Player input component.
Got a big, and let's search for player input.
So you have to add a fucking input here. That's so dumb. Why did they have to change it? Input. Player input. Okay. Actions. For that, I guess I had to drag this one in. To move on to empty script. I'm gonna delete that now, so it doesn't deny anything. Okay. So yeah, yep. I want this to be the keyboard. Don't switch. Default player map. Default map player. Okay, that's all well and good. So what it does, it doesn't give a shit about this one.
Then we've got this. So when it's we've got
Alright,
the
so let me go back here.
jump action over here. The
Generate C#
normal one for
script.
the UI.
So player input. What is the player input script for him? I don't want to watch this.
Your project parent. Now you see the but also input.
I don't want to watch a full 45-minute tutorial. I don't want to do that. Yeah, player input.
Okay, and here input system. Jump upward.
So I can do it this way, but that's is
Jump
taking away the
part of
point.
this ones is that the for the scenes one
Okay.
system. And then we can modify this one. And we're going to receive of type in. Then of course, if you want, you can. But over here, function. And if there you go, you some one thing.
Yeah, that's not what I want to do.
Input.
What is the player
When
input?
you subscribe is like any other C# event, so it's through code. Events.
What is the
Like this.
player
This one
input
is on,
script?
so we use events, so we use input that one, and then through there.
What is the private player input? There's no such thing. Player input. Oh, I know. Player. Well, yeah, but it's here. And this is what it calls. The documentation for this is so bad.
Or then any action input would fire this one event. So
Okay, so auto generate C#
only
script.
know what here action. Now here, just going.
There's no such thing as a private player input. Oh, because I'm not using that shit. Okay. Engine.input system dot player input. Wow. Player input. Okay. So it says player input should get the player input. Yes, that's bloody. And then he says player input. There's no such thing. Input manager. Input manager.
To this action map and just enable just this one.
Player input actions. There's no such
And now so just
class. And I am using the same packages, and I don't have that here. What is a player input action type? Player input. Player input action. No, this is something else. Player input actions. That's non-existent. Manager equals new player input manager. I guess. Player input action. This is so stupid. Dot player. No, this is something else. This is not it. The player input manager is not the player actions. And I don't know how he has the player input actions as an available type. Because I do not. And I'm having none of it. I don't want to ask Chat GPT. That would be the defeat. No, I don't want to do that. Never.
Okay, so we through it's got the default ones that we there. Those got this fired ram log on the context just as in the is based on make back now how we can do don't save this input system package, and you can then create a settings asset and modify
Input system package. Let's see. Do I have to create that?
the defaults. So it says
Why can't I just do the way it was before? I don't want to create this. He didn't press it.
and back
Did he?
then create a settings asset and modify all the defaults. So it says just with the default, so just the home. Once again, don't forget to save just in case you have autosave disabled. And back here, we are not using C# events. Do a debug.log code on the we can making solution again for the so be more useful.
No.
We define the player action action, so we define the jump action based on
Okay.
the input app right in here. And then for the player, it generates all kinds of functions, fields, and events based on what name, what name.
So player input actions is input system. Why did he have to rename it? Why? It's just player input. No, that's not player input. It's the private the fuck is this? Input system. Script. Input system. Why did he have to rename it? I don't understand. Okay, so now he does that. So I can do okay, I have to invalid name, right? What the fuck? Player input system. No. What does he not like about it? I could do this before. And it has 0 to 1. What is up? Why is it saying 13:45? Oh. What? What is it expecting? Get component player input. What does he not like about that? What do you mean? Expected. Man, what the fuck? Okay, this is the problem, right? Yeah. Okay. Private player input. Not player input. Input. System. Right? Yeah. Input system. Nope, doesn't like that. Why? Why could I do this in this script? Why was that possible before? And why not now? Nope. Input master. Okay. So I fucked up. Whatever. Why did it not work? Why could I fucking assign it? Okay, let's keep that private. Okay. I'm fine with that as well. And this shit is breaking down, so I can't use it. Oh my god, this is so bad. Why did it have to change all the names? It's so bad. Why are they changing the names? So you're gonna follow an older tutorial, which would be to the point and not 45 minutes. Which I don't want to watch. Okay, now it's not fucking around. Okay, so here he says the player I'm gonna name this player input or whatever. I don't care. And I'm gonna say player in, no, this is something else. It's not player input. This is something he created here. Why the fuck? I don't understand why he do that, but okay, I don't care at this point at all. Equals new player input, but there's no such, oh my god, yeah, it's input master. Yeah, right, that's it, just input master. Yes, yes, player input nope, I always forget. That is, no, I named it player input actions, so I can follow this today. Player input, don't fucking change it. Like, I press T and it changes the fucking recommendation. Okay, I gotta calm down. Dot shoot dot performed plus equals shoot. No, plus equals context. Right? Something like this.
Here,
Jump performed. What? Plus equals. It should be a void. Shoot. Why does it not work? Cannot void to system action. How about context? Yes, because I need to context. And then I need to say that, and then shoot. Finally, I have managed to do the exact same thing as someone had to do. What the fuck? My words are falling apart, so the point is I wasted my time. And it's still falling through. Why is it falling through? This has a mesh collider. Why wasn't it added before? Mesh collider. Collide, please. What the fuck? Mesh collider. Non-convex mesh collider. With non-kinematic rigid body. And your mom is fucking fat. And it doesn't work. At all. It does not work. It doesn't work. Wanna fucking cry. It does not work. Is it added? Yes. It's added. Maybe because it has to be added after the player input? Nope. It just does not work. At all. Because it's not enabled, I have to enable it, right? No.
function instead of creating a new the player. So just like this, let's see if this.
Let's input master input action dot callback context and then I just need to write shoot here. Yeah, that works. Okay. Context. If this works, I'm gonna be really happy, and I'm gonna stop it here. It does not work. Why? Why does it not work? I'm pressing E. It's set up. If I press E, no, not here on the keyboard. If I press E, it should trigger the shoot action. Why does it not work? Why does it not work? Guys, I accept defeat. I accept defeat. I'm done. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to ask ChatGPT because this is a cross
This works. And
platform
right
issue.
now we're no longer using the player input, so let's actually
Isn't there an up-to-date input system tutorial? Because all of them are fucking ages ago. And I am using the 2022 version of Unity. Unity new input system tutorial, I guess, or something. This is 5 months ago. Okay.
In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to map the W, A, S, and D keys and the left analog stick.
Okay, yeah, show me.
I'm going to rename this to player. And
Do
by
so. I don't
default,
care.
we have a new action set up for us.
Awesome. Yes, I have done this. All of that. Yes, I have done all of that. Yes.
Custom input.
Yes.
C#.
Yes. Now he creates a script. So this is.
Default or method.
Alright, let me copy another script and delete this shit because I don't know why it's on there. Okay, so he says create a private input master input equals null. Well, I don't know why I want to do that.
Now we need to set up our input variable by
Private
actually
void
giving
awake
it a value. So I'm gonna do
input equals
new
new
custom input
input
colon.
master
And then to enable the input, we have to do
private
enable,
void on
and then
enable
to disable it, we do input
input dot
And we put these
enable
in
and
the on enable and on disable functions. So when the game object is enabled, we enable the input, and when the game object is disabled, we disable the input. So next
Okay.
what we're going to do is we're going to create the function that will be called
Next
when we
up.
apply input.
yes,
So
void
we're gonna
shoot
void, and we're going to call this on movement performed.
debug dot log.
Now we need to subscribe to the action that we created in our action map in our on enable function. So to do this, we're going to do
Yes.
input dot player, which is what we named our action map, dot movement, which is what we named our action, and then we want to register to the performed action, which is a type of system action, which is a part of the Unity input system. So we're going to do plus equals, and then we're going to do on movement performed. And now we get an error. And that's because the function we're subscribing to the performed event is missing the parameter of type input action dot callback context, which is what contains the value we're inputting. So to fix this, we can just add input action dot callback context and give this variable name. I'm going to give it the we going to instance earlier, and just to keep our code nice and clean, we're actually going to unsubscribe to the function in our on disable using the minus equals instead of the plus equals.
Awesome.
And this is because the player movement script has no need of being subscribed to the movement performed event if the game object is disabled.
Yes.
So our next step is to create a function that's called when we. So just like our for the function we want to copy this and put it
Okay, now he writes the
instead to Unity
script.
and any input, we should see the values being outputted in our console log.
Yes, please.
So now we're just going to switch back to Unity. So to actually see this output log, we need to make sure we add the player movement component to our player game object. And I'm going to press save and then press
Save and then play
We should
button.
see an output in our console log of a
Yes! Oh! Fucking hell. It took me, I don't know, like a few hours just to get one key to register. Alright, it took me 1 hour. Yeah, exactly 1 hour. Yes, exactly 1 hour to have some very basic graphics and shit, but whatever. I got it now. So I can make the movement, which is that's actually something I'm excited about. So add another list doing, and I'm gonna put all the things I'm currently doing here. So for example, player movement. Wow. Okay. Let me look at the script he made.
Value.
Alright, I wanted to make a rigid body based movement. So I hope what I can do is place it here and not here. That would be much more. That would be much more. That would be much nicer. Yes, I can place it there. Great. Okay. So I don't actually have anything for shoot, but so input dot player dot performance equals move with a dot callback context, which will be called very creatively context. Alright, so now I need a reference for our rigid body. So private, I actually want to create a region for input related shit. So this is region input system. Okay, and here I end the region and region. Awesome. And now I can just close it off. Nope, let's close it off. Fuck that. Alright, now let's create the private rigid body RB, which is going to be assigned on the start function. Yes. So void start. You know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna assign it from the editor. So serialize field. I never get it right. Serialize. Yeah, that was close. Okay, whatever. So rigid body, and I'm gonna assign that. So when we move, I want to RB dot. Well, I guess add a force in the direction of the key press. Now, which I don't know how to do. Okay, so we have to create a move vector, which is a vector. It should be a vector. Well, I guess 2. Yeah, it should be equal to, let me call it move vector, which should be equal to the context dot read value vector 2, I guess. And then oh yeah, in the brackets. I mean in what do you call these? I don't know what's the name of it. Relációs in Hungarian, but not in English. No way, it's relation sign. That's stupid. I don't know, I just don't care. Alright. 1 second. I'm getting important messages, you know? I have to check on these.
values being
You get some music while I'm texting. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. Okay.
outputted in our console log.
No, I don't want to watch it. So we read the value, then I say he doesn't actually fucking move. That's not a movement script, bruh.
Play to the rigid body. I'm gonna go to the top of our awake method.
Yes, he does a rigid body movement too.
Velocity equals our movement speed.
Okay. Yeah. So I want a rigid body, or no, rb dot add force, move vector times, I don't know, time dot delta time, of course, delta time, and times move speed, which is not yet here. Serialize field private float move speed. Okay. Let's check that. I also want to switch to the dark mode of Unity. Dark theme. Colors. Come on. Isn't there a way to set it? I don't want to go through manually and set every single one of them. General. Background. Okay. Fuck. Unity. Dark mode. Did I change my editor theme? That's what I want to know. Preferences, oh my god. It was that easy. Get ready for eye cure. Oh my god, that's so much better. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm so dumb I didn't do that earlier. Okay, so now that my eyes are yeah. Okay, sorry, I got carried away. Can we move now? That would be amazing. No, because I have not assigned rigid body, and I should probably increase the movement speed. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Yes, I got carried away. Okay, a bunch of texts, but I haven't read them. I'm really sorry. Hello, also just call me XG. Okay, XG. I'm currently working on a puzzle game in Unity while watching YouTube on my other screen. Stumbled upon it. Now we're both game deving. That's awesome, man. Also, hi. Don't use your phone, Mr. Void. Are you the dude under Bedrock? Well, I guess so. Okay, awesome. Let's get moving. I'm sorry for not reading chat. Fuck, I just closed all my windows. Okay. Fuck. No. Fuck. Whatever. Only bad. Only amateurs need tutorials for shitty systems. Position is or was changing. I think it's just a really low number. Nope. Something is happening, but I can't see much. And I do not know why. 1 million, I don't know. Okay, now, I mean, okay, this is not working. Let's just set the velocity to the thing. Velocity should equal the move vector, I guess, but the thing is, it should be a vector. No, it should still be a vector too, because we're moving on a plane, we're not jumping on anything. Alright, that is something's happening, but I don't really know what and why. It moves, then it moves back? What the fuck? I don't understand that quite well. No, it tries, oh, it tries to jump. And if I keep spamming it, it moves, but I want to hold keys down and not have to spam them. And that is why I have the tutorial opened. So let me get that back. Here.
Variable. And with this setup, we
Times move speed, but I have to press it again and again. I want to be able to hold those keys down. Alright, I'm gonna switch back to the Breckies tutorial actually, because that was great.
which is fine for now. And now we can actually save this, go into Unity, let's select our player, and let's drag in the input mouse. If I press the mouse button here, you'll also see the to action.
Okay, will he actually make
So,
a...
movement to Unity, and this has no indication. The
Yes.
blocking direct act about in chart, open and close and play. Go left, if I go down, put in different directions.
Okay,
Of our input.
so he says, yeah, read. Okay, I'm gonna log this, I guess. Debug.log. Move vector. If this is correct, then something isn't right. Probably friction or some stupid thing like that. So, no, because it only leads one. It doesn't care if I'm holding it down, which is not good. But I think this is something.
That and go into 0. If I go left, it goes -1 0. If I go up, it goes 0 1. And if I go down, put in input. Or you can create a lot of the time, especially when just getting in the press. We want to check for a press in the update method. Let's create device. Let's just store check if kb.spacekey.was pressed this frame. Well then let's go ahead and debug.log someone, and now every time space, and let's save that, go into Unity and play, and now every time I press space, that message is going to appear. So you can see there's plenty of opportunity for using this. Subscribe so you don't miss.
Okay, so new Unity system hold button. How do you do that? Oh, my eyes. Okay, so you see as well. Now it's even brighter. My primary is pressed, but that's the point. I don't want to do it like that. Controls, yes, this is the setup I have. Or update for move vector. Controls of the gameplay that read value times. So just fuck you and put it in the goddamn update. Okay, well, I guess that's also something I could very well do. So update and then put the move here. And then what I will do is this. So instead of that, I'll do that. And it's not controls, it's what did I name it? I name it input. Very simple. Dot player dot move dot read value vector 2. Awesome, awesome. That, then show me, then set it. And I don't want that. Yes, that should work now. And delete that line of code. So if I go back to Unity now, I should be able to move. I mean, that is movement right there. It's just not on the right plane. You know what I mean. Yes, but that is movement happening. I just have to translate this to, well, to be new vector 3, because now we have to work with 3 dimensions. We would have guessed that should be move vector dot x. This should be 0, and then move vector dot y. Okay, no, yes. Yes, and that should be working. Wow, now it's getting farther away. Okay, this is really slow. I have added a move speed variable. So let's just times move speed. And I'm gonna move away from setting the velocity directly, because that will not result in a very fun gameplay. And why is it so far off the ground? Is it gravity? I mean, I guess. Okay, let me set it to a high number, like 10. Okay, now that's movement happening right there. That is awesome. Now I just change velocity to add force, and I just put in brackets. Let's see. And I want my music back. Okay, let's see. Yes, it's sliding around. That is exactly what I want. All right. Time for some physics materials. And yeah, okay. So physics materials, assets, materials map test, and create a new physics material. And I'm not looking at chat, which is maybe a mistake. No, nobody said anything. So this should be ground. No, this should be no friction. Or I could set it to, I don't know, just friction. Let's try subject name. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Physics. Oh. Yeah, okay, now this works. Okay. So let's try like 10, 10, 0, and friction combined. I don't care. So maximum, so we use this one. And why does it have 2 mesh colliders? I don't understand that. Awesome. All right. Now I cannot move because there's so much friction. Makes absolute sense. With 1 friction, what I want is actually to instantly snap up to its maximum velocity. So I'm gonna, yes. if rigid body dot velocity equals or is well, I don't know what kind of, okay, this should be a variable so I can dynamically control it. Realize field private float max speed, so we can make it snappy, so it goes to the maximum speed instantly and then it doesn't exceed that, so it's not very slightly but a bit. I think that is the movement I'm going for. Rigid body dot velocity is larger than our maximum speed. Yes, then rigid body dot velocity should be, wait, what's the problem with this? Oh yeah, this is dot magnitude. Yes, rigid body dot velocity equals max speed dot magnitude. Nope. Okay, I cannot change that. Makes sense. Equals vector new vector 3, and that should be max speed 0 and then max speed. I think and hope that this will work, but I'm really not sure. I'm actually playing random music. I mean, not from a playlist. This is the point. So max speed 10. I don't know. What the fuck? Oh. Oh, I'm stupid. That, okay, yes. So I hit the limit. And then what it should do. Okay, yeah, I know. Maybe if I put this in here and reverse that, so it's not larger or equal to max speed, or just so if the rigid body dot magnitude is smaller than maximum speed, then we can move, and if it's larger than max speed, we cannot move. Yes, that makes sense. Maybe. Let's set that to 10, I guess. So now I can't really... I mean, I like this. Let's see without max speed limitations. And this is what it will look like without speed limitation. Alright, so I think this is a good way of making this more snappy. The other technique people usually use is to increase gravity. So in project settings, in the physics, maybe set it to -30, so it's more smashed on there. Let me try 0. Friction. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I guess that should have been expected. Alright. So 0.1. So we can still move, I guess. I can't... Oh, God. No. This is not a good way of controlling speed. Fuck. to limit the velocity.
Okay, so say you've got a little character and it's controlled by a rigid body. Now, you can get in certain situations where the velocity here, do is you can limit the rigid body. And if I get this bit of code here, and say speed, then let's clamp.
Yeah, this is
magnitude
exactly.
to our.
Okay, so. Yeah. Should be out of here. And what I did first was actually correct. Such as this, so the magnitude is larger than the maximum allowed speed, then the velocity should equal to a vector 3 dot clamp magnitude, rigid body dot velocity, and maximum speed. This.
And let's just log speed. So if I go over to our 10, that it's kind of clamping it at that 10.
All right. And okay, let's also log the rigid body dot velocity dot magnitude, so we can see if it actually does what I think it should, or what I hope it should. So let's see. It's 0 now, and it doesn't go above 10. Awesome. I can still move around, do all the things I want, and it still slides a bit. That is great. If I set this to 5 though, I have a acceleration curve, which is also pretty fun. Let me set this to maybe 20 as the maximum speed. Okay, that's a bit too much, so like 15. So you don't snap immediately to the highest speed. You have a bit of a slide in it, which I think I like actually. This is pretty fun. Okay. So enough playing. Let's get this material looks ugly, and that is because this is shaded smooth, which fucks up a lot of things. And I also set it to be metallic. Why is it reflecting? Or why does it give the illusion of reflection? That is pretty annoying. Alright. I want to scale this up a bit so it fits better to the size of the map. I don't know, like that. That is good. But because I scaled it up, the speed is gonna be. No, actually, it's not that off. Okay. And now for the most difficult part of the game, which is the charging mechanic. Yeah, that is the most difficult part of this. So the way it should work is that while you are holding down a button, your dash will charge. Alright, I also want to add in a new region. This is movement. Awesome. And movement ends. Well, I guess the private void, that shouldn't be it. So end region. Awesome. Okay, movement. Now I should be okay, I want to what do I want to do? I want to do some UI. I like UI. Let me create a canvas. So let me tell you, I want to add a dash counter or something like that to the player's head, so you can see how charged your dash is. Okay, let's not play it. That's too copyrighted. This is as well. I guess this is not too much. This is something YouTube could handle and not delete my channel because of it. Alright. Okay. Um, okay, one second. Thinking about how it should be done. All right, awesome. Now, I'm going to, yes, I created a canvas. I should create a slider, I think. Yeah, a slider without a knob, so I can't actually move it around. And this should be word space, with the main camera being the main camera. So let me grab that slider. I hope this can work. Much smaller. It should be like 10 by 10. Oh, like that. I hope. You know what? I'm really not sure this is how I should be doing it. Health bar in Unity. 3D. Yes. I just want to know what kind of... What is it? Image. The created. Yes, he created a canvas on the player, which I guess makes sense. And I'm just gonna use... Okay, then I can just do the exact same little thing I wanted to. So I can do UI and slider. Yes. Now his canvas is word space and not assigned to a camera, and I get... Okay, maybe not that. Oh, the player's size, it's not messed up. Now we're set. Now it's huge. It's enormous, just like your mom. Alright, 10 by 10. Still enormous and huge. Alright, let me... No, I can't. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, I'm so stupid. Just use the scale value, 0.001. Yes, that's better, but still not small enough. How could it be? I'm currently copying his settings for the canvas, and I don't understand how is it so small for him. Guess I have to insert another 0. Okay, that's fine now. Let me get the player there. Plus Z0, of course, plus Y 1.5. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, Y. Okay. I just have to rotate it, I guess. on the x-axis. 90 degrees. Okay. That is something. Awesome. So that's perfectly in the middle and charge. And I want to make that much bigger. 2 by 2 by 2. Oh no, it was actually fine. 1.5 maybe. Okay, that's great. And first of all, let me remove that part. So that's a fill, which will be scaled along the way. Fill area. Fill. Oh, wait, what the hell? Let me not delete that. So if I set a value for here. Okay, I want normal color, highlighted normal color. Yes, that is for that. I don't care about that. Right there, that is all for that. So then the handle. That's still that. That does not fill. Oh yeah, so that's the fill and the background. So, but if I delete the handle, yes, that still works. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So now I want to set the value to 0. Awesome. Yes. Can this be? No, sadly. I want that to be a... I'd like that to be a... color gradient, but looks like I can't really do that. Well, maybe later. I don't really care. It's not that important. Anyways, awesome. So now this can go from 0 to 100, which means I should scale the background back. Yes, like that. So this should work now perfectly. Awesome. All right. Graphics, yes. Okay, now it's time to get the difficult part, which is going to be in the very next episode of this live stream, because tomorrow I'll be working, you know. So I can't really, I mean, yeah, tomorrow morning I'm starting to work. So it's time to end the stream, and please be so kind to come back tomorrow. So yeah, thanks everyone for hanging around. Please come back tomorrow. I'll be streaming the same thing, hopefully, if I don't die till then. So thank you very much for watching, if you did. If you didn't, still, give a like on this video, boost this, hack the algorithm, comment, I don't know, do anything you want. Watch this in 0.5 speed. Yeah, so I don't know. I hope I finish. I'm tired now, so see you tomorrow. Thank you. Goodbye. Oh my god. I gotta this will be awkward. I gotta turn on all the icons and shit for this streaming software. Okay. Alright, so goodbye.